Alright, Yoda Tech, Chef Yoda 4x4. I am doing a V6 brake upgrade. I just wanted to share really quickly that to this date, not a drop since I rebuilt it myself, machining most of it and everything. So I'm very stoked on that. It's 14,000 total, so I think it's about 7 or 8 on this motor that I built. That doesn't leak a drop, not a single drop. And I did this pinion seal. I did the rear seal on the transfer case, and I'm gonna have to do the front one, but I will probably wait till I swap in or repair the transmission I have. Okay, so the calipers here, they're a little different on how the bleeder goes, but it goes towards the front on this side and the front on that side. So not the bleeder, but the brake line. So it goes on this side. So I'm assuming it would be the same with the V6 ones. There is a little room, thank God, because those things are huge. So this is the 4-cylinder caliper right here. These are both almost brand new. I mean, 10,000 miles on them. So I will be talking to you guys about that and see if, you know, I don't know, I might want to get them to somebody here on the site that visits or frequents my build thread. So but please, you know, don't even ask if you're not, you know, really in need of them. I'd appreciate it. So the CVs are holding up beautifully after my reboot with OEM boots. You probably can't see that too well with this little of a amount of light, but they're both sides holding up really well. So I'm taking those calipers off, and these are going on. Okay. So I think it would be safe to say, since they go towards the front, that would be the driver's side, and that would be the passenger side. All right. So I also wanted to point out a couple things about the pads that I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look again. I thought they were OEM. I'm not positive now, but I remember my OEM ones being split down the middle like this, a good half of the way, I guess you could say. So these are, you know what, 3/4 left on the pads. They appear, at least to my eye, to be wearing evenly. They don't seem to be seriously damaged. They appear highly metallic too. I guess that's just the way they look after they wear for a while. The rotors that these were on were like immaculate. So maybe, you know, he was wearing in new pads and, you know, got in the wreck where it got hit from behind. There was a big like lip of brake material on top here, right where you can see that like different coloration right here, right there. And it just kind of flaked off. Now it's level again. So I don't know what to make of that. Maybe you guys can tell me. Yes, I got them a little dirty. I'm going to clean them up. Brake cleaner, and then possibly I wanted to ask you about that as well. Clean them up. Brake cleaner, clean the grooves, and then a little, you know, maybe hit them with 1,000 grit or something like that really quick, and then some brake cleaner again, or ether, just to clean them up. I'll be cleaning all this stuff. I wanted to get these in line, like I said, and where the parts go. So, and I noticed that all of the pistons, none of them actually, is what I meant to say, seem to be leaking. I was told on another thread to look out for gnarly like gouging in the back of the piston. I don't see any. They all seem perfectly smooth. Like, in fact, I can show you here. I was like, oh, they're really rusty, I gotta clean them up. Now look at this. I mean, they honestly, the thing had 100,000 miles on it, this truck. So I think I'm probably good looking at the condition of these boots and the fact that none of it leaks. At least of what I could tell. I looked basically beneath each piston all the way around and found no leaking. Only leaking I had was some runoff from this, excuse me. But you can see they don't appear to be leaking, any of them. So I think I'm going to just run them. I was going to take them apart, but I don't see the point, honestly. These will probably work with a lot less effort as well on my 4-cylinder. So, you know, I think I'm pretty much good to go. I did see one little hot spot right here. I don't know. I might just throw new pads, but if these are OEM, I hate to, you know, not use them up. They seem to have a bit of tread, you know, life left on these shoes right here. These are not, you know, not cheap either, OEM pads. Each side is $46, I believe, or something like that. So, that's that. These are the V6 calipers off of the 95 4Runner that I got that had 100,000 miles. It was smashed from behind. It was one of the most immaculate second gens I've ever seen in a yard. So those are clean. What do you think? Even the inside there, it's just surface rust from sitting out there in the yard, you know. All will come right out. I'll clean those out. Flush those as best as I can. You know, pop the one side and force brake fluid through them. Maybe a little air, then flush it through again with fluid. Cap it off and do my best from there to get them full. Kind of, I guess you could say, hand bleed them on the vise. I have a cap that actually goes into the brake line, and as you turn it, it will swallow up whatever air's in there, but then won't let the fluid out. So it's like a, you know, like a little plug like they have on steering systems and stuff when you buy a new pump. Okay, so I have all that stuff. I got brake caps, I have a bleeder system and all that, but I'd like to flush out my line, so I wanted to mention that as well. Here's the master that I got on a dual diaphragm booster from a 94 4Runner. V6 4Runner, dual diaphragm, no rust anywhere on this thing. It's immaculate. All the bolts are there and shiny. I don't really want to leave this on laying on this rod right here, so I'll just show you really quick. This will clean up real nice. See, and I wanted to show you that this is how these, you know, just so you know it mounts properly. I got the wire all the way to there along with the bracket. So you can see it comes with a bracket that actually has a body. This thing right here where my finger is, it's a little one of those white rectangular clips that goes into the firewall or whatever. See, so I'll find a location hopefully on the rear firewall for that or something. It might go somewhere on here, I just don't see it. Okay, so that's the master mounted to this. I'm going to take it off really quick just to show you something. So I'll lay this down. You can see the shape of all this, the boot, everything. I mean, this thing was in pretty good condition. This is another one, you know, another very clean one. Alright, okay, so there's that. This is the reservoir that I took off another car, but this master, it's dirty because of me handling it and it was in a bag, but it's like immaculate. So I'm not sure this isn't just brand new, and it is an Aisin, and it doesn't have any reman markings from what I learned they look like. So maybe somebody could add to that and tell me, but it is an Aisin, and it says 1 on the top right there under that screw, kind of in the light if you can see it. Okay, right there, center of the screen. Okay, so I guess it's a 1-inch bore. This was out of also the 94, so this is a 94 master, 94 booster, dual diaphragm, both with low miles. They were both under 140,000 miles. So the booster in this is, you know, my booster is almost 300,000 miles and it's still fine. That's a single diaphragm. As I said, I got the connector. This is from a different truck, because what they do is, you can see probably a little indentation there, maybe not, but just to show you, what they're doing is at the yard, they take a screwdriver just like this and go pop, and pop a hole in it, then force it off of the screw, instead of unscrewing that screw and let the thing drain, because that's California law that this be drained, even though the fluid is all pouring out of the lines when you remove them, and there's still plenty of fluid in the brake lines. I really don't understand that, but that's the law. I guess it minimizes it because this holds the majority of what's in the system. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to share that. I am trying to get this all cleaned up. I'm going to clean this out tonight, and then I'm going to clean up the calipers, possibly paint them. What do you guys think? I don't know. Should I just shoot them with a little oil once in a while on the outside surface, not near the seals? I understand that, but some type of rust preventative, just to keep them from rusting, and just forget the paint. I don't really care, to be honest, if they're painted, as long as it won't help. If it'll help, I'll do it. So let me know. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I have another video to do, and it will be soon. So look for that tonight. But I got a package. Talk to you later.